So I had been and investigated a lot of different builders by the time that I was recommended Sawmill, and I was just having such an issue choosing between them in terms of weighing up costs, weighing up when they could start, feeling like I could trust the people who were going to do the job. I knew it was a huge job that I was doing and that it was going to cost a lot of money, and I was really struggling to find someone that I felt that I'd clicked with and that would do a good job for me. Really stressful, really properly stressful, to the point that I was really regretting even thinking about doing this job at all, that I was finding it really overwhelming and it was taking up a huge amount of my time and energy, and I really felt like walking away from it, but it all turned out fine in the end. I found Michael really easy to work with and to talk to about it. I found that he spoke to me really naturally about what I was wanting to do. He listened to my concerns around it. He didn't come across like a salesman. Too many people had come in here and given me lots of salesman patter, and that just turns me off, and that doesn't feel trustworthy to me. I just found Michael and the rest of the team really trustworthy. So almost immediately, actually, they got started working here in October of last year. I was away on holiday for the first week that they were working, and I came back to a kind of transformation of the garden. The garden was gone, there was foundations in, and I really felt that I could see the progress that was being made. It was on time, it was exactly what I'd been told was going to happen, and that continued throughout the job. I was given a clear breakdown of when the job was going to happen and what was going to happen at each time interval, and I just immediately saw that that's what was transpiring. I really felt like what had been explained to me was going to happen was happening, and so it felt very easy to trust the process, and yeah, it became much less stressful. So the project that they worked on for me was huge. It was transforming our house from a really small 2-bedroom house with 5 rooms to a large 3-bedroom house with a big double height extension, giving us loads of extra space. They've transformed the garden along with that. So it was a huge project to trust them with, and they stuck to time. Their communication through it was excellent, whether it was people in the office, people on site. I was kept abreast of what was happening at all times. I was consulted when it felt like I was needed to, but I also was able to trust them to make small decisions for me. I really felt like by the end of the project they had a really clear idea of what I was looking for, and would often just confirm things with me, kind of anticipating what it was that I would be looking for. So no, they were great. So our house has been transformed and it looks amazing. The work finished about Easter time, and it's just been a delight to be back in the house and making use of the spaces. It really felt across winter, as all of this work was going on, that it felt never ending, and it felt that, you know, when we were out of the house, like we were never going to get back in and be enjoying what we had set out to do. But we're back in, the space is fantastic, the quality of the job has been super, and we've just been enjoying living here, and yeah, it feels like we're in a brand new house. I would say to trust them, that I was really reserved about trusting a builder coming in, that I felt like a builder I was going to use any opportunity to rip me off, that I would need to be keeping a really close eye on a lot of different things from a trust point of view, and I really don't feel like you need to do that with Sawmill at all. That the time frame I was given was really stuck to, the budget that I was given was stuck to, the bits of the budget where we went over was my choice, and in changing bits as we went. It wasn't through extra costs being added on. So I would trust the cost you're given up front. It might not be the cheapest cost, but I think that it'll be a realistic cost and there won't be added extras added in. I would really recommend Sawmill from the point of view of their staff, that it wasn't, you know, I had a good relationship with Michael, I trusted working with him, I found him really easy to work with, but that went for his entire team too, that there were 3 or 4 different men in the house and in the garden all day long for months and months, and that at no point did that feel intrusive or uncomfortable. You know, they were really friendly, they were really respectful, they worked really hard. They were here kind of 8 till 6 all winter, and very dark mornings and dark nights. They worked really hard, and I wouldn't hesitate to recommend them to anybody.